let's break down my most important tips from marketing through intake, which is what I call front of house in your law firm. I'm Leisa Wintz with Secret to Your Success by Boss Lady Esq, and we have a workshop coming up in May, on May 16th. It is a full day workshop. We have CLE credits and we're going to have multiple presenters. I am going to be presenting specifically on AI and also touching in on some of the process, procedures, intake, and marketing stuff that you need to know for your law firm. So to begin with, I want to talk about content creation. You need to make sure that your content is being utilized across multiple platforms in a lot of different ways. You don't want just a singular video that you're posting to Instagram. That video can be turned into email blasts, lead magnets. It can be turned into handbooks or downloadables. It can be turned into blog articles. You can even repurpose that same content for longer purpose or longer content YouTube videos. There's so many options, and there's a lot of AI that can do all of this work for you, and I'm going to talk about all of those things at our workshop. However, you can have the best marketing in the world, and if you don't have good follow-through, good processes, and good procedures, it's not going to do you any good. The marketing draws people in, gets them on the phone, or gets them to your inbox, but then you have to be able to carry the weight to pull those leads all the way through hiring. And once people get hired, that, in my mind, is where processes and procedures, particularly in the context of family law, become most critical for an efficient and effective law firm. The intake process with family law clients really should be fairly extensive. And if you're using the right technology, it should be going so much faster than it was a year ago, and you should need so much less staff to be able to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Our old processes, which I felt were pretty good, included a lot of automation, a lot of form building, and where our systems were doing a lot of the work for us. But the intake process still, from start to finish, from contract signed to getting pleadings actually sent out, was taking longer than we wanted it to, and it was also not cost effective for the client. With AI and technology changing so much over the last year, I am able to hang up an intake call with a client and have all of their pleadings ready for them, discovery request ready for them within about 10 minutes of hanging up the call. I don't even need my paralegals to do those things anymore. Join me on May 16th. We can talk about AI, we'll talk about processes and procedures, and we're going to talk about the application of those things really, truly to your law firm. Like, how are you going to use those things to do marketing? How are you going to use those things to improve your intake processes or your front of house processes so that you have great customer service and great efficiency, which is maximizing the amount of money that you can make and the amount of freedom and time that you have from your law firm, carrying that all the way through to discovery, the drafting or submitting of trial documents, drafting orders, even putting together full settlement agreements, all from your notes and your file without you really having to feed much more into the system. So again, join me along with my partners, Nancy, Andy, and Naz. We have some other guests joining us as well. May 16th, starting first thing in the morning, 8 CLE credits. Tune in. The link, you can register now. Links in the comments.
I'm a boss lady, yeah.